Imagine having to face off against the 5 most venomous caterpillars on Earth. How many rounds do you think you'd survive? First up, the puss caterpillar, the adorable little darling of the flannel moth family. Most of its body is covered with what looks like soft, fluffy hair, irresistibly cute. Your brain goes, hey, maybe I'll just touch it a bit. And you do. The moment your hand brushes that fur, your brain sends an SOS. A burning pain shoots up your arm. Cold sweat pours down your face. Your chest tightens. Some say it's like being stung by a wasp. Others say it's like being electrocuted. Good news, the pain only lasts about 12 hours. Bad news, every single second of those 12 hours feels like you're dying. The poison doesn't just burn your skin, it feels like it's eating you from the inside out. Turns out, those soft hairs are actually hollow venomous spines. Next up, contestant number 2, the Brazilian sloth caterpillar. Its whole body is covered in stiff green bristles, making it look almost funny, like a tiny branch covered in leaves. It gently sways those hairs, as if whispering, "Come closer, touch me, I'm harmless." If you actually fall for that, congratulations. You've just made the worst decision of your life. At first, nothing happens. You poke it once, nothing. You poke it again, still fine. Then, your vision starts to blur. Your fingertips go numb. You blink, and suddenly, blood drips from your nose, then your ears, then, somehow, from your palms. Even your paws start bleeding. Congrats again, its venom is anticoagulant, meaning it stops your blood from clotting. Your body begins to hemorrhage everywhere. Your skin swells, burns, and your whole body feels feverish. You try to scream, but only a bubble of saliva escapes. Your throat is probably bleeding too. Good news, hospitals in Brazil have an antidote. Bad news, you probably won't make it in time. Oh, and by the way, these caterpillars don't even attack. They just sit quietly on leaves, minding their own business. Most victims only touch them by accident, and end up bleeding for weeks. But you went and touched it on purpose. You might just bleed to death. Alright, next opponent, the pine processionary caterpillar. Another fuzzy-looking creature, but this one carries thousands of venomous spines all over its body. You take just one step closer and breathe in, your eyes start to burn. Your chest tightens, you haven't even touched it yet. You only breathed, and you're already poisoned. Those tiny hairs covering its body are filled with toxic proteins. They break off easily, floating through the air with the slightest movement. Just a single breath is enough to inhale the poison. You turn to run, but it seems to move toward you, locking eyes as if challenging you. Instantly, hives erupt all over your neck. Your breathing gets heavier, red rashes crawl up your arms. Your whole body breaks out in allergic reaction. In severe cases, you can lose consciousness, your body completely out of control. You're gasping for air, skin burning, covered in red welts and bruises. The pine caterpillar stares at you, almost as if it's saying, pathetic. Alright, go challenge the next one, the puss moth caterpillar. A bizarre creature with a massive face, and yes, it can spit acid. Those big black eyes you see on its head, they're fake. It evolved that creepy mask to scare off predators. When it feels threatened, the front half of its body rises up, stretching tall, while 2 red antennae at its tail flare open. At first, it tries to intimidate you. If that doesn't work, it lashes out with those bright red tail whips, striking again and again to drive you back. But if you're still standing, if you're really that stubborn, it'll unleash its ultimate move, acid spit. That's right, this caterpillar can eject an irritating liquid straight from its mouth, made mostly of acetic acid. Your clothes start to sizzle, smoke rising as the fabric dissolves. Then your skin begins to sting, turning red, blistering, as if a tiny ant armed with a knife were carving across your arm. The sharp, sour smell hits your nose, flooding your brain. Your vision blurs, you stumble backward in panic. But the caterpillar doesn't stop. It crawls toward you, slowly, deliberately, just to make sure you feel the fear. And in that moment, you realize you've lost. There's no way you're winning this one. Finally, we've reached the last contender, the saddleback caterpillar. A glowing green creature with a dark saddle marking on its back. The battle begins. It waddles across the arena like a tiny green tank, short stubby legs pumping forward. 2 horned spines raised like weapons, marching straight toward you as if on a mission. You freeze, goosebumps rising all over. You glance at your cowboy hat skeptically. Is this thing even going to help? But you've got no other choice. You put it on, ready for a last stand against the saddleback. The caterpillar doesn't care. It charges straight at you and pierces your skin. A burning pain spreads instantly. Red welts erupt across your arm. Your nerves short-circuit, your chest tightens, your breathing turns shallow. The world spins violently around you. You stumble backward, skin on fire, unable to control your body. You collapse to the ground. In severe cases, its sting can trigger anaphylactic shock. And if that happens, you'll need a hospital, fast.